Okay, so we're gonna take this test, pues, to take the
Why is the
machismo
West Side
test.
is queendom?
Yeah, I know. That's all right. We're taking a test from that website, queendom.com, because I was like, I don't really know how to, because we're one person cannot define this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't all got the answers and shit.
Yeah.
So, like a dumbass, we went to the internet and asked them.
Nice.
And so I literally just Googled this, and it was like, this is the first test that popped up. So I'm assuming this is the test we're supposed to take, huh?
Yeah.
The question number 1. After watching an action movie filled with tons of juicy car chases and fight scenes, do you walk out of the movie with an overwhelming desire to put the pedal to the metal, or pick a scrap with the first guy who looks at you the wrong way?
Dude, I think y'all already know if it's me, bro.
Bruh.
Oh, you definitely put it.
Bro.
You always do though.
Absolutely. That's what I act like this without the movie.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, yeah, absolutely. I gotta release my adrenaline overload somehow, some way, baby.
I'm fucking weak.
I don't know if you should be unloading everything.
See, Kevin's over here getting excited, bro. Y'all better relax. These questions better calm down.
I'm on a not really. I don't even really like action movies like that. I love but here's the thing. I love
do like action
Marvel
movies, but like when it comes to like Fast and Furious and all that, like that's where I'm just like
Fast
draw
and
the
Furious
line.
became
like,
super shitty.
You did.
Corny.
The first 3 movies were good.
Super
After
shitty.
that, it's just like y'all.
Super
I don't know
shitty
what y'all did.
series. It was really good at first. I've really fucked with it at first.
Bro,
the first one and the second one, I even Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
That was good. After they started making like 10 plus movies,
bruh,
and
fuck
side
outta
movies.
Here. After The Rock could hold a helicopter with one arm,
Bruh.
fuck you. I love you, The Rock. I love you. I bought
But
you
that shit
tequila,
would have rocked him in half.
Oh my
For
god.
real, Captain America could have barely done that. How the fuck did Rock do it?
Nah, fucking Rock.
That's some bullshit.
Dude, with
Love
that
The Rock.
Vaseline ass head.
I love The Rock.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? All respect to The Rock and whatnot.
But yeah, fuck you.
Bruh.
No, I'm still gonna put no because I just don't really like fucking. What about you, Esteban, Kevin?
Well, you see, like I said, I
Kevin
like
said
action
nah.
movies and all that, but it's not to the point where I'm just like, oh, I gotta live it out. Like it's just like, oh, I saw that was dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right, so you're on the somewhat.
Yeah.
Question number 2: do you often brag about your sexual conquest?
No, not really.
Yeah, not really.
No.
Like we like
When we like just talk about it, it's like,
we'll
oh,
say
yeah.
something,
But
but we
it's
don't
just
like.
like,
Yeah, we don't go into detail or like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like nothing like that.
I'll be like, oh yeah, I just talked
Here's
to
the thing.
somebody.
I feel like you gotta define that shit too, because it's like being a dancer and being a male dancer. Growing up, I was in rooms in general where literally, I remember. You guys remember this?
Yeah.
You were there. I remember talking to somebody about strip clubs, and we were getting called like perverts and all that stuff. And then literally like 5 seconds later, the conversation that they turned into is how they would enjoy going to a male strip club. And I was like, wait, so you guys are cool with getting dicks waved in your face though? But it's like, it's not okay for guys to like titties?
See, that's stupid.
See, like, it's just, like, it doesn't make sense on both, like, what the fuck am I saying? Like, you just have to be super specific too. But obviously this question is like, do you just talk about the people that you fucked? And no.
See, this is the problem. Is I'm not gonna say like, oh, of course, I have an image to uphold. Definitely not. Sometimes, but only if the other guy starts talking about it, or never. It's nobody's business what goes on. So I'd say like, I don't know, man. I don't want to say like, okay, like I'll be talking about it, but it's like I have before. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's better knowing who you're talking to. I have a coworker
100%.
who usually go into depth on just like.
Don't tell your business to people like that. That's weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, sometimes they'll ask a question. How do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? And I'm like, I don't think it's anything wrong.
There's a mature way to talk about sex.
There's a very mature.
Way to talk
and that's
about
how
sex.
we talk about it. But I think it also depends if you and that other person are open like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's boundaries. People
Right
set
place,
boundaries.
right time. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know who you're talking
exactly,
to.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like I'm very open. I feel like I'd be willing to, but unless you ask me and I know what's going on, yeah. But if not, then no.
And also too, that's important. Honestly, I feel like it's important to talk to about like just in relationships in general. If you're not talking about sex and like making sure that you're doing your part and like you guys are both in general like satisfying each other's needs and stuff like that. Like, that's just an important part of a relationship.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So that there's a mature way to talk about sex.
Right.
I don't talk to me about it. Like in general, like if we are having a conversation somewhere else and you just bring up sex, you're weird. Why are you thinking about fucking somebody right now? I'm having a chicken nugget with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
toxic masculinity.
That's weird.
Toxic masculinity. For real.
Back to this fucking question, because here's okay. We have to take it for what it is and just like what they're asking.
Okay.
Do you often brag about your sexual conquest?
Never.
First one says, of course, I have an image to uphold, even if I have to stretch the truth a little. Then there's sometimes, but only if the other guy starts talking about theirs. And then never. It's nobody's business what goes on in private life. I will let you know, I've talked more about sex with my actual relationships than I have with actual dudes.
Yeah.
Because I've talked about sex. What the fuck? People talk about sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna pick the second one because it's not like I never mentioned it.
Yeah.
But it's just like not a conversation that I have with everybody all the time.
That brings up, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't out here going, I'm destroying this fucking puss.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like that shit's normal.
Right.
Because, I mean, I know that girls go, like, did you, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on your friend group.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, if I was to talk to you about something, like, in my relationship or something I was, like, either loving or struggling with, and you went out and told my business, as a friend, I confide in you. So it was, like, one of those things where it's, like, as long as you're not, your friends aren't assholes, I think you're good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of course.
So what y'all put?
I put the second one. I put the middle one.
Sometimes, but only if the other guy starts talking about theirs.
Yeah.
Kevin, are we weird on this situation, or do you feel like we?
Is it?
What?
Or how do you feel about this one?
No, I mean, no, I don't mind talking about it.
Yeah, Kevin be like, sucky, fuck you.
You know, I feel like, so what I was saying, I have a friend, he's straight, but he'll talk about things like that, and he'll want to know stuff about what I do.
Yeah.
And I kind of just find that sort of cool, he's open, he wants to hear it, and he's like, he'll be like, oh shit, like that's kind of weird, But I mean, he's just, I don't know, just wants to know. I don't think I find that any weird, but I don't never mention it. It's only if he ever comes up to me and asks a dumb question.
So then yours would be the second one too.
Yeah, the second one.
Cool.
You know what it is for me? Who the fuck calls their thing sexual conquest?
I don't know.
Machos.
All right.
Machismos.
If a buddy dared you, number 3, if a buddy dared you to do a crazy, dangerous stunt, would you do it? Are you only if he did it first this way? If he chickens out, it gives me an excuse to back out. Of course, I refuse to turn down a dare. Are you nuts? I like my bones intact. Thank you. Are you nuts?
I think we're missing an option.
Exactly. Same.
Which is how extreme is
the dare?
Well,
exactly.
Guess what? My limit for that is not that high. Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
That's the thing.
I'm scared of heights. I don't give a fuck.
So Kevin says no, but listen to this real quick, okay? So this is the thing: is I probably wouldn't do it because someone else does it. I'm probably the person who starts it, and like come with me. You know what I'm saying? So bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes I be risking my fucking life a little too much. I remember one time me and Kevin went. If you guys know the area Harrington Lake, there's a bridge when you're crossing from Lexington into Harrington. Me and Kevin jumped from this fucking bridge. Yeah. Me, Kevin, a friend named Marco, and Rick. It was, bro, so I'll tell you this. A boat was passing, and they were like, oh, yeah, like, jump, right? And nobody...
They said, oh, yeah, jump.
Like, nobody was trying to go first. They were, like, yelling. And I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'm going then. Like, if you don't, none of you guys are going to go, I fucking went. And I'll tell you this. When I jumped, like, I had yelled for a minute. Like, I had been in there thinking, like, oh, I'm about to hit the water and still be in the air for another, it was pretty high. It was pretty crazy.
Shit, yeah,
so, like, we're all, like, lined up on the bridge, and we just jump off, bro. And so I jumped, everything was cool. I was like, oh, shit, like, adrenaline's running, like, 100 miles an hour, right? Everybody's jumping. Kevin's about to go. Kevin goes. Bro, Kevin, like, falls in the, like, he, like, tries to, like, go in, like, I don't know, smoothly.
I hit my left
Bro, he
butt cheek
smacks his ass so hard on the water. Like you could, it sounds like a belly flop, but it's just his ass. Bro, like, his ass smacked the, it was like, bro, smacked the water so hard.
I already know everyone laughed at my ass.
Everybody was geeking, dude. So fucking hilarious.
Oh, hell
yeah, and then nobody told us there was
alligator goers. I guess there's.
Yeah, you got me fucked up. That's a no on all ends.
Yeah,
that's a no on all ends.
They were like, don't move too much. How the fuck am I supposed to float, idiot? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was just like we were feeling fucking savage, and maybe it's like as you get older, you less do that. But
most definitely. Yeah.
I'm a young old man.
I'm
a young old man.
I've definitely been known to risk my life a few times. So
no, I'm a definitely adrenaline like junkie. Like
I
want to skydive. I want to skydive. I want to bungee jump.
That's the only thing I think I would probably do different. Is just like I wouldn't do it because someone else is doing it. I'd probably be the one suggesting it and doing it first. Like, that's the only thing.
Like when we did that flying thing in what you call it. at Kings Island when we went.
Oh, dude.
The Superman thing.
Bro, that shit was so fucking scary, dude.
Yeah, because it's literally like it's just a harness that has you roped around just around your chest and like up to your knees,
And like
basically.
I had my pin up there, bro. We were like hitting this shit, wilding.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
and then like it basically is just like a hook that like lifts you all the way up, and it's just like
Drops
basically
your
a swing,
ass.
you know. And then they could do the countdown
Dude,
3,
it
2,
was
1,
so
and you just
wild.
pull yourself and you
Like
drop.
the girls were
That's
like
hilarious.
sitting there just watching us
Yeah.
because they didn't want to. They didn't want to do it.
And it feels like you're about to hit the ground. You're going straight down,
Did Kevin go
and
with
out
us
of
that
nowhere
time?
it goes
No.
swoop. No,
Kevin slept
because he
in.
didn't wake
Kevin
up.
slept in and
Yeah,
didn't wake up.
he didn't
His
wake up, and
dumbass.
he didn't go.
I'm
But it
weak.
literally feels like you're about to hit that floor, and then boom, that
Swings
wire
you right
like
back
just
up,
swings
yeah.
you back up,
So it
and
was
there
like,
you are just swinging
you
back and
pull
forth.
your own
but
string
it's just
too,
like,
bro.
oh,
So like
shit.
you're in
Yeah.
control of it. So you're in this like giant latch, just held on by one bungee string. It's like it was me, Junior, and Esteban. And Esteban had the leash to release us.
Yeah.
And like 1, 2, 3, pull, and Esteban didn't pull, and we're like, what the fuck? And then he pulled it.
And then I pulled it out of nowhere. They were like 3, 2, 1, go. And I was like,
He waited, and then he pulled
and
it.
then they were like, what the fuck was going on? I was like, I don't know, bail. I was like,
Bro, literally, it feels like you're literally about to face plant on the ground. There's no
Oh, you got me
slack. Like, you're just
fucked up.
swinging, and then
Yeah.
literally at the last second jerks you and slings you right the
Yeah,
fuck back
nah,
up.
I'm good.
Oh
It
my
was
god,
great.
it
It was
was
I'm
great.
good. If I don't want to do it, I'm not
I'm
gonna
down,
do
dude.
it.
I'm down. I'm
Like,
not doing
like
it
that's
again.
I'm so down. Like,
I'd be
that's-
like, nah, I'm good.
shit, like I'm telling you, I don't know, man.
What y'all got on that one?
Let's see.
I
think-
put
wrote-
which
I
one
already
was it?
know.
I already passed. I said not
Oh.
at all.
Not at all. No, I definitely put I would do it. I would do it just because it's just like one of those things too where somebody
I'll
like
put, of course, I refuse to turn on the dare because
Yeah.
if somebody tells me some shit, I'm doing that
Yeah,
shit. I'm
yeah.
doing that
Alright.
shit.
All right, question, Kevin. What'd you say?
Kevin don't even
You stuck in the
remember,
middle?
dude.
I think at this point I'm gonna say you're not to like Mo's attack just because I've been through enough accidents. I don't think I could handle it.
Kevin's down.
So right now,
Kevin's like, I'm
bro,
growing up.
He's done doing that shit.
Question number 4. For a change, your girlfriend wants to come pick you up for a date. What do you do?
Shit, honey, tell me what time.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Shit, you telling me I don't gotta drive today?
No gas. I don't have to drive. Are you kidding me? I beg for this.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that shit.
Same, bro.
Same.
I have
Listen.
no problem. with
Again, I feel like a real relationship is about balance. Both of you, if I want to take you out, I'll take you out. If you want to take me out,
Dude,
if we're
exactly.
out, well, it's just
Bro,
it doesn't really matter.
100%.
Whoever the fuck gets it, gets it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Let's just enjoy the company.
Mhm.
So yes, pick me up. Shit.
Yeah, same. I agree with that.
5. If your lover delicately, oh wait, I didn't even ask y'all. Y'all cool with that? What y'all for that?
Yeah,
info?
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
would
alright,
want
tight,
somebody
tight,
to pick
tight,
me up. Hell yeah.
If your lover delicately suggested that your performance in bed leaves a little bit to be desired, what would you do? Blank. I'd ask her to tell me what she didn't like and what I could improve.
100%.
I'd be a little upset and embarrassed. I might have just a few moves to impress her next time around. I'd naturally assume she's insane and break up with her. Jesus Christ.
See, if
That's-
they
I'm
would've-
going to ask her. You tell me
they-
what you want.
If
Yeah.
they would have told me
What you really, really want.
If in high school, I probably would be like, "You're crazy. Like I'm smashing. What are you talking about?" Like, bro, I'm turning that shit up because I've never, like, you know what I'm saying? In high school, bro, like, I don't know, I was something. But like,
He
like,
said I was something.
I'll just leave it like that. But no, honestly, man, like, I would 100%. I love talking about that. Like, I think if you're a dude and it doesn't please you to
know their
enjoy her, for her to enjoy
satisfactions,
herself,
yeah.
for her to get off, like, doesn't please you, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Bro,
For
like,
sure.
like I feel like constantly, almost every time, like I be learning different ways, and I be like, I can tell what she likes, like what she
Yeah.
like what position is like. Oh, that's doing it for her. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit's awesome, and like I'll be asking her all the time, like, what do you want me to do more of? What do you want me to do less? I think that like we have constant discussions about that. I feel like communication is key, bro.
Super key, especially.
I
in
feel
that.
like if you're not making her happy, then you're not doing it right. Like it's just not working. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
100%. Why do y'all think it's a thing? Because, like, wouldn't you agree that in most, like, traditional comedy or just comedians that you watch and stuff like that, the joke is to make fun of how bad you are at sex?
Right, yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
yeah. They're like, oh, I'll come in like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
like-
that's just the continuous joke.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't take that too seriously.
Hey,
Because
but I'm
it's
gonna
like,
tell you right now. I'm gonna
because
tell
I
you
think some people really take that shit seriously.
Let's I'm gonna give you this right here. I'm gonna give you this right here. I love those jokes, and it's like I'll give you the
They're
best 2 minutes
hilarious.
of your life. You know what I'm
It's
saying? Like that
hilarious.
shit's so funny.
What'd you guys put?
I put the first one.
Yeah.
I said asked, yeah.
Yes,
Badass.
definitely.
Alright.
What,
It's gonna be the
what
same
that
for me.
person didn't like and what I can improve.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tight. All right. While hanging out at a bar, a handful of drunk guys start picking on your buddy.
Sure.
Even with your help, you and your
Shit.
friend are hopelessly outnumbered and will probably end up with a serious ass whooping.
Shit,
What
this
do you
Glock ain't about to
do?
take no ass woman,
That's what I was about to say. I was like,
I was like, bro, this Glock ain't about to take no ass.
Jeez, about to pull out.
Try
No, that's
Option 1, try to talk some sense into them. If that fails, I'll let my fist do the talking. Option 2, jump into fist and all and hope for the best.
That's
And
me.
3, wish
Period.
my good friend luck and run like the wind.
Period. Esteban already knows the deal, bro. If he's with me, bro, we on him.
Well, yeah.
Bro, bro, Esteban has called me one time.
He'd be like, bro,
he's
we're about to run up on some people.
Literally, I was home.
It's like, come over here now. We're going up in this bar.
I was home, and Esteban was like, calling me. He's like, nah, these motherfuckers look at me all crazy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, shit, where you at, bro? I'm
That
about to
smells
be on
that
the way.
drunk, isn't he?
I'm about to be on the way. He's like, I'll let you know, bro. I'm looking at him right now. Some shit happened.
No.
He's like,
Because they were staring at us the whole night.
He's
Like,
like-
no,
he's like,
it,
nah.
it all started off as just a
he
conversation
was like,
of
just
like,
be ready. He was like, because if I call you, bro, I was like, you tell me, bro. I'm on the way, bro. Don't play with me.
Esteban's talking to a wall at the moment. Here's my thing. Here's my thing about all that shit. It's so fucking dumb to fight at clubs. It's so fucking dumb to fight at clubs. It's so fucking dumb to fight over shit like that. Just in general, being drunk
Kevin,
and
stupido.
having fights and shit. Like, it's just dumb as hell. If you get put in that situation, defend yourself though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's like you obviously gotta defend yourself.
Look, I am.
But it's dumb as hell to be fighting in the clubs.
Man, I am a changed man. I be trying to just be calm and enjoy my life. That's it. Period. I don't want no problems with nobody. I'm gonna tell you right now, motherfucker. You talk to me crazy inside some club. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right, number 7. You find yourself unemployed and in serious need of some immediate cash. The only job offering open to you right now is that of a receptionist. Would you accept that position? Hell yeah.
Oh, of course.
Hell yeah.
That's
I'm
strong,
gonna say.
I think that
I'm
one's
gonna
kind of
say-
confusing though
wait, but
because
this
of the two.
option, yeah, it says-
the two options kind of
Option
got
says,
you. Yeah.
why not?
It's
It might ultimately lead to another position in the company. You don't get another position in being the greeter.
yeah.
That's the position for retired older people at Walmart.
I'm pissed.
You know what I'm saying?
But
this
that
is-
can also show your
You don't know.
potential,
You
like,
can
you
have
know,
some fucking
yeah, you
So-
can have you
Like,
can
yo,
talk
let me be a
to other
receptionist,
people,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, like if you
if
move up,
someone
say you're a
dies-
You can
receptionist
move up
someone-
for sure.
Move
You
out.
can move up. You can move
Bro,
up. Never mind. You're right.
But
You're
this
right.
is the thing: is they say receptionist like is if you have to be like a receptionist at Walmart, bro. Like there's receptionist jobs at, like fancy ass companies that you're gonna make good money.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what's the issue with that? Like I have no problem.
I
answering
No,
that
for
question.
sure,
I'd
it's
go
not
with
that.
Accept it until something else came along, because it
That-
kind of
yeah, I
That's
was
and,
like,
and,
yeah.
and that's the
Yeah.
thing. Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing. I'm trying to get to the other parts of it because it is on the next one where it says I'd accept it until something else came along. That's where I'm seeing because it's like as a
Yeah.
receptionist in general, you don't see a lot of. You have to really, really, really like figure some shit out and get really lucky to do more than that. Because most jobs do not give a fuck about their receptionist.
Yeah.
You just gotta be self-aware.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
that's
saying?
fine.
Like you still need to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still need to eat, and if you can't provide for yourself, you probably should go out there and do something about that.
About it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be the inspiration you need to like really jump off with your work. Because I feel like the most inspiring, like the most creative way to get like my creative things out is to do something I fucking hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in school every single day and I like couldn't think of nothing else but what I actually wanted to do was when I was the most creative. All right, so what would y'all say? Why not?
I put the second one.
I'd accept it
I'll
until
accept
something
it
else
until
came
something
along.
else-
I would do
yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Number 8. You and your buddies are watching a movie with some serious tear-jerking scenes. One of your friends is so touched by the film that he is moved to tears. How would you react? Have y'all ever
Honestly-
cried at a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But I don't like how they have the answers on this because at the same time I usually just let people be like, you know, let them be. It's an emotional movie, okay? Like, you know, everybody reacts to it differently.
Yeah.
But patting somebody on their shoulder and being like, feel excited, the same guys can cry too. Like,
I'm roasting the fuck out of him.
like I'd be like, all right,
I'm
like, you
roasting
know,
the
this is
fuck
you.
out of him. Like I'm telling you right now, if we're watching a movie and I see you cry, I'm
Bitch,
gonna
this
roast the
man cries.
shit out of you. I don't care how good it is.
And guess what? I'm going to roast you right back.
Bro, that's fine. That's
I'd
fine.
be giving the pat shoulders though. I'd be like, it's okay,
That's
bro.
fine. Like, yeah, Kevin probably would, and like, I have no problem with it. I think it's hilarious. Like, you know, and I get it. Like, bro, some movies do be making me feel some type of way, but I ain't about to cry on it. Like, I don't know. It's just for me personally. I'm just not that. I guess, emotional. And for someone else, I'm going to roast you.
Yeah.
Like, even my girlfriend, she be crying on movies all the time. And I can tell, because I can tell as soon as the scene comes up, I, like, look over and she's, like, wiping her eyes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yo, the only person I'll ever roast
And
is Junior.
I be playing around.
When he watched Radio for the first time.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
What do you do?
Junior does love that movie. I remember him talking about this.
I'm gonna play with you. I think it's great. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I think it's awesome that you got that kind of emotion and shit like that. That's great. But I'm gonna still play with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, well, that's the thing, though, too. I was talking to Kevin about that, where I was like, making fun of somebody isn't always the most toxic fucking... Again.
Dude.
Like,
I grew up being teased, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was bullied all my life.
But
like,
I think a playful tease is like,
different.
It's different. It's like you're not trying to hurt my feelings intentionally, but you find something like, bro, I know you care about me. I know you don't want no harm on me. Like, it's like, so I'm gonna tell you like this. We had this little get together, and I was so drunk. We were really messed up. We were at this party on the Kentucky River. And I'm throwing up, and Kevin, like, takes off running, like, full speed to where I'm at throwing up. Like, runs in front of my stream. I have to, like, cut myself off so I don't throw up on him. Okay. And I have to, like, move out the way. He's sitting there laughing his ass off. Like, so drunk, too, that he's, like, literally laughing and keeps trying to run in front of my stream while I'm throwing up. I have to keep cutting it off so that way it doesn't, like, throw up on him. And I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm going through fucking shit right now. And they're crying. Bro, and this dude's, like, literally, like, laughing in my fucking face. But you know, like I said, it depends where your intentions are coming from.
Yeah, and where you're at.
Like, bro, if this is my homies, bro, I know, obviously they care about me. It's coming. And the same thing, like I'd be, bro. If you're my homie, you better quit. Like, bro, don't. As I say, don't expect me to be the nicest thing. Like, I be playing with people.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing, though, too. Again, I guess it's in the context of the question. You and your buddies are watching a movie with some serious turn-jerking scenes. What kind of movies would we pick to watch together where we think are gonna cry?
Exactly. But if we did, and if you decided crying in some movie we watched together, I'm roasting you. Just period. Okay. So I'm gonna just tell you, I'm teasing you a little bit. That's gonna be my answer.
I tease him a little, bro.
Yeah.
I tease him a little, but that's only because I'm okay with people making fun of me as well.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it's like you gotta be
able to take that shit back.
Yes. Like,
so look.
I was telling fucking them. Literally, my dad taught me the fucking weirdest way to communicate with somebody, love. Because he'll be like, what up, puto? And that just means I love you. Right. You know what I'm saying? What up, Phil? And that means I love you. No. Number 9. Do you refer to women as chicks, broads, bimbos, sluts, whores, or bitches?
Kevin does. I know.
1,
that's right.
sometimes. 2, no. 3, all the time. Here's sometimes.
Kevin do sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say sometimes too, because I feel like somebody as a character or something, I'll be like, oh, that's a bitch.
This is
that's
such
a whore. Like, but I don't mean it like in personality.
Damn.
But I'm saying in a movie character, like, you know, a character
that
you develop, like, you know, you'd
be
like, oh, that bitch, how dare she do that? Or like, this
because
that,
if y'all watch The Office,
I'm
Cam's a hoe, bro. That girl be playing around. She's over here fucking around with that cameraman while Jim's out here. Nah, she a hoe. She a hoe.
I do like The Office.
Hold on. Excuse me. Say it one more time.
You don't like The Office, Kevin?
No, I'm kidding. I do.
Kevin be trying to play around like I ain't about to beat his ass up after we get off this podcast.
No, here's the thing about all that shit too. Again, I feel like toxic people come in all trades, and if I'm toxic for calling a male or a female a bitch when they are being a bitch, okay. I guess so. Because it's like, I don't use it a lot. Don't get it twisted. I don't use it a lot like that. But it is one of those things where it's like, Jesus Christ.
For me, it's the thing is like, bitch is not a female term. No. Bitch is like, okay, you're being a bitch. Like, whether it's like you are complaining about shit that you should not be complaining about, or like you have a problem that you can fix, but you're not trying to fix it. You're a bitch. Yeah. You're a bitch.
As a man,
a man or a female, that's you are complaining to somebody that isn't gonna fix your problem. So of a problem that you can fix yourself, you're a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you are taking advantage of someone else's situation, or someone else is like, you know what I'm saying, their niceness or whatever. You're a bitch. Yeah. Like, you're a bitch. You haven't, like. This is the thing. Is I don't want to get nobody like in the wrong direction, but I can't take somebody who lives off of somebody else. I feel like that bothers me. So for somebody to be standing on the corner, you know, like I said, I understand some people really need help, but I know people be taking advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't stand somebody who they have the ability to make something of themselves, but they're living off of somebody else's success.
Yeah.
I think to me that's a bitch. Like, that's a bitch. Like, you are not getting, and like I said, that's not a gender term, that's male or female, that
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to make something of your life and you're choosing not to, then you're a bitch.
Yeah. By definition of it being a female dog and stuff like that, I feel like, I mean, it's tough too because you grow up with slang and you grow up with different sayings and stuff like
Right.
that. And like we just talked about, I know like certain things just in general always refer to a personality trait and not a person specifically. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, again, you have to be super careful, but also aware of the people around you and also aware of yourself. Because there are times where you could possibly be saying it or something like that, and you don't understand or realize how it's coming
Right.
off. And if somebody calls you out on that, you have to be like, oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it in that kind of way, or I didn't mean it
Yeah.
like that. And
Right.
if that's the conversation that you guys end up having, and you end up leaving that conversation with a new perspective of, I'm not gonna say that, or I'm just not, or I'm gonna watch what
Well,
I say or
so-
how I say it,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, so I'm gonna say like this also. I feel
everybody
like
can be a dick.
there's a problem that I feel like I've had personally is like, okay, so y'all know who I am. When I be playing around with y'all, bro, I be saying some shit, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I be saying, shut us, fuck you.
You're so toxic.
So I be playing, and for me, like to say like certain shit, it doesn't mean anything. But also something that I feel like I've had to learn is you don't talk the same way with everybody. Because I've said things like at home with my partner that to me doesn't mean anything, but for her she's like, why would you say that?
Yeah, most
And
definitely.
I'm like, okay, you're right. I was like, that's my bad. I was like, I play around like that too much. I need to learn who and when I say this shit too. I feel like it's important. It's like, you know, you have to have self-control whenever you're saying shit like that. Because if Kevin and them, I'll be like, you a bitch. And it doesn't mean anything. Whatever, we're playing around. But if it's like, if I said that to my girlfriend, that's a super disrespectful word. Something that I try to do is like that we've been talking about is like, anytime we have a discussion, don't cuss. Like, because it's, and that's something that's hard for me because the way that I talk, like, man, just in plain, like, broad daylight, just saying words, not even, like, I'm not mad or aggressive,
Yeah,
but I
I
just
be
cuss.
cussing. Yeah,
And if she didn't grow up, she didn't talk like that. So for me to say that to her sounds more aggressive. So I've got to the point where it's like, when I'm talking with her, I try to, like, not even use a cuss word at all. Because I don't want her to get the wrong idea or think that, like, I'm taking something serious that I'm not.
what do y'all think?
I mean, yeah, basically, like
I'ma
the
say-
only times I ever use like slut or whores is between y'all, like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
you slut, you
Kevin
whore.
being
like,
a
you
slut.
know, yeah.
We call each other that, yeah.
But it's just like,
refer to
yeah.
women as those terms.
But
No,
yeah,
like,
no.
So then I say no. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No.
never.
All right, number 10. Which of the following celebrities do you identify with the most? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Hugh Jackman, Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, that's tight right there because, you know what I'm saying? Hugh Jackman because I'm manly as hell. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Wolverine. But
are we doing it based on
But just-
characters
yeah,
or
like,
if
I
their
don't understand
actual
this.
self
see, but just
as people?
just-
I
I
would
don't know none
just,
of these
I would
celebrities
literally just
personally.
pick one of the three.
See, but Justin Timberlake.
Honestly,
because-
yeah.
I'm picking Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
That's what I was gonna pick.
Because I
too.
be singing like a mug. You feel me?
You
I
know
be
what
in here on the
I'm saying?
weekend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Senorita.
me, bro. I be in here jamming. Don't be playing Justin Timberlake because
Oh,
I be
gotcha,
singing,
gotcha.
you know?
Picking Justin Timberlake. All right, you guys get your score?
Let me see. Yeah, I'll be singing. I'm so glad we're acquainted. Whoa.
I got 25%. Or
I-
my score is 25.
I also got 25.
I
I
got
got
30.
40%.
Oh, damn.
What'd you get?
I got 30.
All right, what does your score mean? We need a nickname for you because Mr. Macho won't work. Mr. Passionate, Mr. Sexy and Sensitive.
That's some bullshit. That's what mine says.
Mr. Enlightened. Based on your responses, you seem to reject most, if not all, behaviors that are traditionally regarded as macho. You're probably one of the very few men who is not afraid to display his sensitivity openly. A very attractive trait indeed. You are secure enough in your masculinity to get in touch with your softer side and are able to fully experience and express your feelings. If you have been judged harshly for being in touch with your emotional side, don't get upset. Instead, you should pity any man who doesn't have the strength to face himself, his fears, his joys, his ups and downs, and be completely human.
That's what
So,
mine
alright,
says.
so
That's some
I'll
bullshit.
tell you this. I got 40%. It says, although you don't totally ooze machismo, you do have a quite few musky male qualities.
You stink.
It said, may look and act like a typical macho guy on the outside, but there's more to you beneath the rough texture. It said, there are times when you'll show a softer side, probably with someone you trust and feel comfortable with, while other times you'll hide it beneath a cool facade. Your seemingly well-controlled machoism probably makes you fun to hang around, while your sensitive side likely makes you quite appealing to women. This is a great balance to have. Just remember that the men who are truly secure in their manhood don't feel the need to prove it. Dang.
Yeah, Jamis.
Dang.
I like that answer. Shit.
I don't know, man. I don't feel
Although
any different.
I don't need to be
anything.
appealing to no woman except my woman. That's it.
Damn, I'm straight.
That's right.
Is she
you
gonna
feel
listen
me?
to this and be like, "Fuck, Red"? Yeah, you better say that shit.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? There's only one for me out there. You know what I'm saying? All of the women, y'all head to Esteban because this train has left the station.
Men too.
Men too. Remember first episode. No matter what kind of
Yeah,
cheeks
and
they cheeks.
all the
All
men,
cheeks.
and all the men, go to my man Kevin right here. You know what I'm saying? If y'all good looking, inbox him at Kevin Fernandez.
No, wait, time out.
or-
Inbox us so that we can
Or
accept
how about?
who gets it.
Or how about you just stand on the corner of a street?
We
Okay.
naked, yeah, naked,
In
and
the
Kevin
rain.
will come give you a
And
ride.
Kevin will, for some reason, just pop up.
Make sure it's raining and you're in your underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him you're too drunk to drive home.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'll take you anywhere.
I guarantee you will.
Anywhere.
I'm fucking weak. All right. Do y'all think that you're machismos?
Like I said, I feel like honestly that definitely got me because I feel like I do have that pride of like, man, I need to be something that I'm not. I feel like it's something I'm working on and to be more in touch with my like, not really I guess my feminine side, but just more emotional and being able to relate more on an emotional level.
Yeah.
So I feel like I definitely still got a little bit of that pride that I need to work on, but I feel like it's not all bad because I feel like I am a man in a certain sense of the word. Is like I'm not gonna let anybody disrespect somebody I care about.
Right.
I'll stand up to anybody, and like whether your opinion agrees with me or not, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, you can hit the road. Like I'm not gonna beg nobody to stay in my life. And like also the same way is like, man, like I'm not gonna get deep with everybody. I know there's certain people you like. They meet and they'll tell you their whole life story, and I don't have a problem with that. But it's just not me. Like me, I'm gonna talk to you on a deep level if I fuck with you, and then if not, you know what I'm saying. I don't feel like everybody deserves to hear your story. You know.
Yeah,
most
I feel like there's only certain people that you should relate with, and certain people like we don't all have to have the same opinion and idea. And I'm gonna be like really forthcoming with what I believe in and what I think is right and wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you agree with it, cool. If not, you know.
Yeah. How about y'all?
No, most definitely. I don't feel like it at all. Like, I feel like I've come to terms to like, be able to be comfortable with my masculinity and, be comfortable with, not always objecting it the way we always have. Like, of this and that. Like, of having to be the number one provider or this or like, making sure that you're the only one that's doing everything, So I think like later on, well, I don't know.
See, I don't feel like all of it's wrong because like I feel like I'm a very respectful person because like as a man I've been treated to take care of a woman a certain way, and I feel like I'm definitely down for equal rights. But I feel like also as a man, like you know what I'm saying, for the most part, in most cases, you're bigger or more masculine than a woman. If a woman's in danger, you should be able to help her and take care of her. I always hold the door, always for it. Like, and I usually do it for men too. Like anybody, you know what I'm saying. I feel like just to hold the door, be respectful of like women and stuff like that. If you're on a bus or something and a woman needs to sit down, I feel like it's very respectful to stand up and let you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I don't feel like it's completely like wrong to be, I guess, a macho man.
You're saying some of the things that were passed down.
Some of the things that passed down aren't wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like, and we're in the generation we can pick the good things and leave the bad things behind.
Yeah, most definitely.
100%. Kevin,
No, I don't think I'm pretty much at all.
do you feel like you've been affected by it at all?
I mean, I guess I see it through my dad, so kind of just try and not be like that.
Yeah.
Even then, every time I even like anyone I come across, I feel like too tense up, like, oh, you're being a little too guarded. I'm like, bro, chill. It's not good. Like you can talk to me.
Yeah.
Do
you feel? Because my whole thing about all this stuff is just how people say like toxic masculinity and all that stuff. It's like just don't be scared to open up in general.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like opening up is a very huge part of healing and just all that shit. So it's like just look for the places that you can, but also realize that not every situation has to be a situation where you have to open up. I think more than anything it's about balance. And it's like sometimes you'll run into people who take advantage of the things you share, and then there's others who will cherish you for the things that you share. And it's just like surround yourself with the people that cherish you, and also do that for them. Cause like it's one thing to not for somebody to be toxic to you, but you got to pay attention and see and hope that you're not, and also make sure that you are not being toxic to them.
Definitely. And also I feel like also you got to realize too is like you said, finding good friends. Not everybody that comes into your life is somebody that you need to open up to, and not everybody that comes into your life is somebody that you're gonna be in each other's life forever.
Yep.
I feel like the good the thing is to have a good judge of character. If somebody's being toxic and not benefiting you, and I hate to say it like that because I don't want it to sound selfish, but if like you guys aren't benefiting each other, cut that person loose. It doesn't have to be anything hate or anything like negative between each other. But it's like, man, if you're not making my life better and I'm not making your life better, then maybe we don't need to be around each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not everybody in your life is meant to be there forever. Not everybody in life needs to know all your struggles. Yeah. Because some people will take that and run with it, you know what I'm saying, and use that to negative, and some people will take advantage of that. So it's just like finding good friends, like you said, and knowing the difference between like there's people that are I'm acquainted with. There's people that I'm cool with. But they're not. It's gonna be as close to me as you know what I'm saying. They're not gonna go meet my mom. They're not gonna come over to my house and stuff like that. Like we're cool, but just to a certain degree. And I feel like it's knowing the different levels to mess with people.
100%. And get off social media. Because here's another thing too. Like with the whole toxic masculinity and doing all that stuff. If you're only calling out the people that are on your Twitter feed or Instagram feed and shit like that, but not squaring up and talking to your uncles and aunts who are passing along these fucked up traditions and all that stuff, like shut the fuck up. Because that's another thing too. You can't push this idea of it's this person's fault or this person this without trying to actually figure out why this person acts the way that they are. Why? Because it's like with us, most of our toxic masculinity, like all of us were saying things that it's either having to do with our dads or other relationships with our lives or relationships that our dads were across and stuff like that, or the relationships that we didn't have with our dads. And it's like one of those things where it's like every single person has a different story. And for me personally, I know like my dad, he wasn't the best dad in the world, but I also know that people weren't the best to him.
Yeah, right.
And it's like I have to take that in consideration. He's a human being too.
Most definitely.
It's hard as fuck to do that when you're a kid and you're going through that rebellious stage and all that stuff. But it is possible. You just got to open your eyes because again, the person that you're yelling at or anything like that, he's a human too.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think it would
he
be
or
good
she.
I think it would be good for anybody that's going through any situation that has anything to do with this. I think it would be awesome if they like were to reach out and like explain their story or their specific point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because like we've all gave ours and what we went through. Yeah. But I think it'd be good to see what somebody else, maybe from a different walk of life or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe we could figure out something where it's like a blog of just Hispanic males in general or females too. Opening up about how they've been affected by toxic masculinity or anything like that, or just in general little traits like that. So I don't know, people can share, people can learn. Because I feel like,
put it in the comments.
we all have toxic traits.
Yeah,
it's just part of being a human being, but it's being in control of those toxic traits.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, not only that, it's just like
huge part about
knowing what they are and making the constant effort to better that.
Yeah,
and being okay when somebody calls you on it. But if you're gonna call somebody on it, expect a conversation.
100%.
Do not expect a conversation. You need to have conversation. If you have the balls to call somebody out, have the balls to have a conversation.
It's just like earlier we were talking about, man. Like conversation, whether it's in the bedroom or anywhere else, conversation is key. You
Most
know what I'm saying? I feel like
in all relationships.
Roll your R's.
Any type of relationship, friendship, relationship, you know what I mean? Whether it's sexual or not, I feel like it's important to have conversation with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because like no matter who you are, you're going through something. And being able to express your feelings with somebody, that's super important. Somebody who not is gonna judge you, but call you out on your bullshit, but also listen and be there for you when you need them. You know what I mean? So it's conversation is key, man. Being able to have that conversation with somebody and be real with somebody, that's very important.
100%. Y'all got anything to add on that?
No, man. I think I went through everything I had.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, this has been the New Mexicans podcast. Honestly, this was a big ass topic, and I knew when we got the question we could be on this shit for days, and we probably still could be on this shit for days. But here's another thing about all that is that we're all trying to learn and we're all trying to figure it out. We're in our 20s, and we're just trying to grow up and get life going. We've got a lot of life experience in certain things that have happened to us, but we have minimal education, so don't judge us too hard.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But just in general, we hope that at least people can listen to this shit and feel like they can discuss it with their own group of friends.
Definitely.
And if you fuck around and you're like, let me just send it to one of us. We'd love to read all that shit or just have, just opinions on it and stuff like that. Or if you got ways that, tips and shit like that. We're not assholes no more. You know what I'm saying?
If we can give you our opinions and it helps you, cool. If not, you know what I'm saying? And you disagree. But I mean, at that point, you can hear somebody else's perspective.
Somebody gonna learn from it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, then that was it. I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty, fails.
Yeah.
Take care. Se lo lavan.
Nos vamos.
What happens to fails? All right.